Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. The hockey season is finally back as the Ottawa Senators took on the Toronto Maple Leafs at opening night at Canadian Tire Centre in Ottawa. Before we get started, follow us on Twitter at @SENSTalk_. It is the NHL debut for the Toronto Maple Leafs' first overall pick of 2016, Austin Matthews, as well as fourth overall pick from a couple years ago, Mitch Marner. They both had great debuts, especially Austin Matthews. We'll get to that soon. Overall, not the best crowd in Ottawa. Only less than 18,000, so not a sellout, and not acceptable for the Senators. But hopefully the attendance will turn around, and hopefully we can get some more wins. So let's get started into the game summary. To start things off, a really bad defensive breakdown in front of Anderson as the puck comes out to Matthews. He scores his first ever National Hockey League goal, puts the Toronto Maple Leafs nation in a frenzy and his parents. Matthews with his first to put the Maple Leafs up 1-0. That goal was assisted by Hyman and William Nylander. A few minutes later, though, Bobby Ryan gets one back on a nice scrum in front of the net, puts it past Frederik Andersen to tie the game at 1. This goal was assisted by the captain Erik Karlsson and Zach Smith. A nice goal by the new number 9, Bobby Ryan, and the game is now tied at 1-1. Moments after that, 2 minutes after that, Karlsson wires a shot from the point, and it goes in, deflects off a Toronto Maple Leafs player, goes past Frederik Andersen. Senators now have the lead at 2-1. Almost goes bar down. The goal was assisted by the newly acquired Senator, Derek Brassard, his first ever point as an Ottawa Senator, and Bobby Ryan. So those three were very productive tonight. Moments later, though, 2 minutes to be exact, Matthews again goes right around Mike Hoffman, steals the puck from Karlsson and puts it through the wickets of Anderson to put it the Leafs at 2 apiece. And Anderson should have had that, but a nice play by Matthews to go through Hoffman and Karlsson in the Senators' defense. So great play by Matthews, but awkward shot by Matthews, and Anderson should have had that. Going into the second, Austin Matthews scores again. Oh my God, Austin Matthews. He scores, assisted by Morgan Riley, and the Leafs now lead 3-2. Moments later, though, 16 minutes later, 16 minutes later, Brassard gets his first goal as an Ottawa Senator, and it was a dandy, beautiful goal. The Leafs defenseman's pushing on him, but he pushes his way through and tucks it between the wickets of Frederik Andersen. A great goal for the newly acquired Senator and a great debut. Now the game is tied 3-3. 3 seconds left in the second period. Guess who? Matthews completes the hat trick from Nylander and Gardiner, and the Leafs take the 4-3 lead going into the third, scoring the last 3 seconds. A hat trick for the new Toronto Maple Leaf, and the first time in a while that an NHL debut the player got a hat trick. So congratulations to Austin Matthews on a beautiful goal. No chance for Anderson, a defensive breakdown. Going into the third, though, 6 minutes in, Kyle Turris scores on a nice behind-the-back pass from Stone. Turris gets it, shoots it, deflects a little bit off Anderson, and goes bar down and in to tie it up at 4. And in overtime, Karlsson passes it to Stone, who passes it to Turris, who slaps it home. The Senators win 5-4 on their home opener on a nice tic-tac-toe overtime winner. The Sens win 5-4. The Leafs 4, Sens 5. And if it was not for Austin Matthews, the Senators would have won by 5-0. The Ottawa Senators were outshot 38-30. So unacceptable. The neutral zone was clogged up, but the Senators' offensive zone, they need to work on that. Too many odd man chances, too many breakaways, too many posts, leaving Anderson out to dry. Spectacular game by him, though, 34 saves. But remember, though, it's the first game. New coach who just got his first win, Guy Boucher, as the Ottawa Senators' new coach, got his first win as a Sens coach. He's only had less than a week to work with the actual team itself. On the power play, it was looking good actually, but the penalty kill was looking very good. But the actual 5-on-5 play it's only been less than a week he's been with the team, with the actual team when he set the team really. So give it a few more games, see how it goes. But a nice win for the Senators. I do see, though, Saturday's game against the Montreal Canadiens, which I will be at. I see possibly Wyman or Borowiecki be taken out for Chabot. The Senators are hoping that Thomas Chabot can be a good enough defenseman to go on the second pairing that puts Ceci down, or maybe flip it around so our defense will be much more well-rounded, so the other teams can't go through our third pairing defenseman. Face-offs are 32-34 in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Power plays, no one scored on the power play for both teams. 0 for 4 for the Leafs. The Senators killed 4, and the Maple Leafs killed 2 for us against us. We had 30 hits, and they had 21. And the 3 stars of the night, Austin Matthews with 4 goals, +3 rating, and 1737 on the ice. Second star, Kyle Turris with the game winner and the last 2 goals of the game. He had an even rating at 0, and he was the second star. And the third star, the newly acquired Senator, Derek Brassard, 1 goal, 1 assist, and no plus-minus. I will give the SENS star of the night to Austin Matthews for sure. 4 goals in a debut is amazing, incredible, and first time any rookie or any player in the NHL debut has scored 4 in a game, 4 goals in a game. Absolutely spectacular. But for the Senators star of the night, I would probably have to say Derek Brassard. I know Turris had 2 goals. Only Derek Brassard, because he created a lot of chances. There was a couple of times where Bobby Ryan shot it, and Anderson robbed him. Hoffman had a couple of chances. So I would give Brassard the star. He really had a nice debut, and looks like it's going to be good for the Senators. Sorry. So the next game is against the Canadiens, so make sure to watch that. That's on Saturday night. Not the best game, but you have to remember the Senators are going to improve slowly, and hopefully Guy Boucher's system will be implied into the team. My expectations for the team will be that we should be able to sneak into a playoff spot, 7th or 8th in the conference. We just have to play better defensively, stay consistent. And we need our depth guys. Tom Paille, Phil Varone looked spectacular. Dzingel has some wheels. We need Chabot maybe to step in. We need Pumpel to play well. We need our depth guys to be able to make the playoffs. Our depth is really shallow. So let's see what happens. Currently, we are first in the Atlantic Division with 2 points, where our record is now 1-0-0. The Maple Leafs are 0-0-1 with 1 point. They're second place. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out sens.central on Instagram. Make sure to give them a nice follow. Also, like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video, we share cool stuff. Follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_. Add a search circle, go plus the SensTalk. SensTalkCentral.com. Check the website out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video on Saturday night. Go Sens Go. The final score, the Ottawa Senators 5, Austin Matthews 4. Go Sens Go.